Hi, welcome to the High Frequency Channel. This is Rebecca Urick, and you are listening to A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. So I want to talk about what is happening with humanity right now. We have a lot of things that are going to be start to show up, and that is bigger institutional companies, corporations, or institutions, I should just say, are going to start breaking apart a little bit. The big corporations that are money hungry, that are kind of suppressing humanity, that are suppressing us. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to, can't say everything, right? You get in trouble. What I'm saying is that love is exploding on the planet, and all the old stuff that is not in the frequency of where we are now is going to start breaking apart and being dismantled so that the new can come in, so that the loving, supportive, human, loving, new, whatever you want to call it, life here on earth can emerge. So, and I want you to notice that that may also be happening in your life right now too. So it takes a couple of generations for our earth to move into a new dimension. But right now we are being forced into another dimension of love. Okay. And you may say, it does not feel like that at all. And I hear you. I feel it too, right? So what is happening is everything that we need to experience and heal is showing up right now so that we can get to where we need to be and where we want to be, so that we can become our dream, right? Our vision, right? I've talked about having a vision, about thinking about the future, right? And letting go of the past. I know that's hard, but it's time to recognize that the past, I love that phrase, the past has made me who I am now. And I like to say, okay, you're stuck, you're paralyzed in your life, you are sad, depressed, right? Is that what we want? Not really. So we have to clear that stuff from our past. And you don't even need to know where it comes from. You just need to know that in this moment right now is a fresh new moment. It is a fresh, this breath. We are moving into a new decade, 2020. So that is pretty cool, but it is time to let go of the past. It is time to let go of the things that are holding us back from who we want to be, who we would love to be, who we need to be, right? So these things are showing up right now in service. So things may feel chaotic and nuts. And the reason that is because all of that old stuff needs to show up in order to be released so that you can become the person that you want to become, that you need to be, that you are here to be on this planet. Okay? Does that make sense? So love is emerging even though we don't feel like it's emerging, right? But I always celebrate the obstacles. I celebrate the obstacles that are in my life because I know that they are showing up to be released so that I can get closer to what I would love, what I've been dreaming of, what I've been, journaling and using my imagination and all the personal development tools that everybody is talking about now to get to where I want to be. So that's happening in this world too, is this big plume of love is going to start happening And you can already feel it on some level, but most of us are still trying to clear the old. So when you think of your past and you can dream about it in your mind, right? It's an image that shows up in your mind. Am I right? When you dream at night, you wake up the next day and you think about your dream, it's in your mind, right? They're two very similar ways in which we are registering a dream or our past. In fact, you probably can't even tell the difference between a dream and the past, except the dream might be a little funkier. But in your mind's eye, there's no different, right? So our past now that is affecting us now is not affecting us right now, is not actually doing anything to us right now. So if you're at home listening to the show and or on Facebook or watching TV, then your past is not actually happening to you in this very moment, right? So it is in the present moment, our past is an illusion and is not real now. Does that make sense? So at one point, you were running from the situation, you were freaking out, you were doing whatever you needed to do to survive or to live or whatever. But now all you have are the repercussions, so to say, right? It's like, and you think of that word repercussion, right? It's like that reverberation into time. And then here we are still sort of experiencing that situation, even though it's not happening. So it's time to let it go. And what I like to say is up until now. So I might say, oh my gosh, I have a problem with this, but up until now, from this moment forward, I am going to step into my new life without that. Okay. So we live in a spiral universe and it's spiraling forward. Time moves forward in this universe. So it doesn't move back, it moves forward, right? So I pause. Most of us are moving backwards because we think about the past and we're anchored in our past and it's not allowing us to actually move forward. So when I pause and I go, okay, this is not what I want anymore. And this is what I want. I say up until now. And then I step forward into the new without that old pattern. So I want you to think about your life as we're getting ready to move into the new decade. What do you want? What is your truth? What do you want to bring into your life? What kind of a life do you want to live? Like, what do you really, really want? Not things that you think you need to be doing because you've been brought up that way or programmed that way or told you need to do this or because everyone else does it, right? What is your truth, right? What is your truth? What is your truth? Yours and yours alone. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or what anybody else says. Your truth is your truth, right? What is that? What is that? How are you going to move forward? What do you want in your life? And it's time to go for it. It's time to shed that old stuff and step into the person that you want to be. We don't know how much time each one of us has on this planet. I don't know when my time is up. So I am going to spend every single day doing everything that I love and choosing myself and my truth, regardless of what anybody else thinks, right? So what is that? But I want you to get really honest with yourself, because a lot of times what you really want is something that's actually been programmed into you to want, right? Here's the thing, that all the money, like more money, isn't going to make you happy. That perfect relationship isn't going to make you happy. Um, the things, the car, the house, the clothes, the whatever, those things are not going to make you happy. You have to begin with yourself. What makes you happy? What makes you happy? What would you love for this life? You only have a certain amount of time here. You don't know how long that is. What are you going to do with your time? What is your truth? It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Okay. So that's your homework for the week. What is your truth? Okay. And we have my first caller, Crystal.
Hello.
Hey, how are ya?
Hi. Good. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. Where are you from?
Ogden, Utah?
Oh, great. I love Utah. My husband and I
Yeah.
travel to Salt Lake twice a year for about 10 years. Love
Nice.
it.
It's nice out
So
here.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful out there. So I channel source. I use Oracle cards. I'm also a dream builder life coach and a life mastery consultant. So I sort of blend all of those together. How can I help you today?
Um, you say you do tarot. Can you just pull some
Yeah,
cards?
I do. Yeah, I can absolutely pull some cards. You just want like a general reading and we see where it goes?
Yeah, yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so I'm gonna just shuffle the cards a little bit. Whoa, they just all went all over the place. Hang on a second. All right. So, have you been doing work on yourself lately? Have you been
Yeah, I've
doing
been
your,
trying to do
oh,
self-help.
oh, great. Woo, awesome. Well, it's working. It's working. So tell me what you're doing.
Just trying to figure out like who I am.
Love it. Did you figure it out?
No, I'm still working on that.
Yeah, I know. I think we're always sort of working on that, so don't feel
Yeah,
bad about it.
it'll be
But
a never-ending process.
yes, it's a lifelong experience, right?
Yeah,
Just when we think we figure it out, it changes. So
exactly.
you're good. So, well, anyway, all of the good work that you're doing, it's opening the doors for you. So you have support, more support, and solutions. So whatever you're looking to do, they should be dropping in if they haven't already. They will soon. Those ideas, the guidance. So when we do self care, we we connect more deeply, obviously, with ourself, right? And we kind of
Mhm.
clear out the negative and make room for messages. And I have a program where I teach people how to become a channel. So what happens is when you start doing the self help and taking care of yourself, is you, like I said, you start clearing stuff out, which allows the universe to begin a relationship with you and to begin to download information that you'll need in the form of ideas, or you might hear a song and the lyrics are, have a message for you. It can be in a dream. It can just be like a sudden thought that comes into your mind. It can be anything, but you're going to start to notice that as you clear out your brain a little bit more through caring for yourself, right? By letting go of that old stuff, that you're going to be more connected to your intuition. Are you feeling that?
Um, a little bit.
Okay. So I'm getting that there's still some stress reduction to do. So some de-stressing still? Yeah.
Yeah,
Now would you say it's anxiety, depression?
a little both.
Okay. So tell me about your self-care regimen. What are you doing?
Just doing some counseling and medication.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Are you meditating or anything?
I listen to um music at night for the what is it, 423?
Is
I
that
don't know
a band or
the
something or?
no, just the meditation music
Oh, okay.
to
Cool.
like lift your vibrations and stuff.
I love it. Great. So are you laying down in bed or are you just listening to them with your earbuds?
Yeah, just lay down in bed to, go to sleep.
Perfect. Perfect. So keep that up. Also, I want you to look at your negative self-talk. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to keep that under control.
Yeah. Well, and let's just become aware of it. The more you become aware of it, the more you will be able to shift your mind onto something else. So we want to be really gentle with ourselves. So that includes like um, being kind to ourselves. So when you find yourself negative talking to yourself, you don't want to continue to be negative by being like, oh, why are you getting mad at yourself because you're negative self talking. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's important for you to I teach my clients that everyone has an internal pause button within
Mhm.
themselves. And throughout the day, you can just pause
Oh,
and,
sorry.
oh, you have a little one.
Yeah, my daughter just had a baby.
Oh, so cute. How old?
Mhm. She'll be 2 months on the 15th.
Oh my gosh, she's little.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
I love it. Well, taking care of an infant is also good self care as well, just connecting with that energy because you have to be calm and relaxed, so that's
Yeah, I can
actually,
feel that.
yeah, that's actually like a great way. And two, like rocking them is also really good for you. Like, that's also really good for your mind. In fact, that's a great way to reset um, your brain patterns is to rock. So it's one of those like it's not a pendulum. I can't remember the name of but it's like tick tock. It goes side to side, right? So it's a little bit faster than the second hand, which is actually your normal. Like rock, if you rock her, is it a girl or a boy? Metronome. Thank you. It's a metronome. So it's like a little bit faster than a second hand. And if you go side to side, the side to side, it's actually like really meditative, and it rebalances your brain. So like there are babies that are very neglected. One of the ways that you can stimulate them and kind of bring them back um, because they're a little like fearful of humans is to use the metronome and shift your weight back and forth. It actually recalibrates. So that's great that you have a little one that you can do that with. And it sounds like you're doing a really great job working on your stress reduction. That's going to be really important. I think the negative self talk is going to be fantastic. And don't be hard on yourself when you find yourself being negative. Just keep shifting your mind to things that feel good. So have you written a vision of the life you would love to live? Do you have maybe spend some time journaling what you would love in your life,
Okay.
right?
I have to
So
do that.
do you want to share a couple things with me that you would love in your life?
um, I love more stability and some more happiness.
Love
Um,
it.
uh, better health.
Okay. That sounds absolutely fabulous. I love it. So those three little things, I want you to write them down in a journal, and I want you to think about those often. And even if you can expand upon that vision. So like, what does it feel like to have good health? Like, I feel so great in my body. I am so grateful I have great health. Like, so you want to actually put it into as if you've already have it, and that actually forces the universe to bring it to you faster. That makes sense?
Okay. Yeah, that
I know
does.
it feels really weird because like, it'd be like, oh my gosh, like I'm making this much money, and my health is fantastic, and it seems kind of odd because it may not be true, but you're drawing
Like,
that into you.
fake it till you make
And
it kind of sort of thing.
yeah, kind of like that. You got it. So, what I'm also getting for you is that you are actually, so keep up with the stress reduction. But what is
Hmm.
also happening for you is you are ready for deep emotional healing. So, the work that you're doing and is really, you're ready. Like, you're ready for this healing. So
Hmm.
it's so important. Like, just reiterating again, it's really important for you to devote the time and energy to your self-care. Keep it up.
Okay.
It's basically saying that you're doing everything that you need to be doing.
Okay, great.
How about, let me ask you this, how about your love life?
Ah, that's terrible.
Okay. So what I'm getting is that what's going to end up happening is this work that you're doing is going to open you up
Hmm.
for romance, for a romantic relationship in your life. Whether it's with the
Nice.
person that you're with or with somebody new. Are you with somebody right now?
No, we just recently split up.
Okay. That's okay. Sometimes I think we have to do a little bit of work and make ourselves happy. And when we start making
Hmm.
ourselves happy, we raise our vibration, and then we bring in that person that is a better fit or a better match for us. So this is, what you're doing. You are right on target. You are connected to the universe. You are connected to your higher self by already starting to move along the path of self-help and self-care. So you are definitely on target. Keep up the really good work. Is there anything more? Let me see if I'm get anything else for you. Yeah, I am getting that. Taking the time and devoting that time to your self care, like deciding. So, like what I did for a little while was I would do everything that I wanted to do and nothing that I didn't want to do. Right. So,
Yeah.
like, if someone's like, oh, hey, let's go volunteer, and you're like, oh, I really should go volunteer because it's a good thing to do, but I really just don't feel like it, don't go. Don't go. Right. If you want
Okay.
to
Yeah.
stay home
Yeah.
and take a bubble bath, stay home and take a bubble bath. So, start really listening to what you want to do. Um, right. What is your truth? Right, and that comes forward in the form of, I'm not going to do this because everybody's telling me to do this. I'm going to do this because I want to do it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So the lecture that I had right before you and I got on the call was, what is your
Yeah.
truth? what is your truth, right? So it's deciding what that is, and you're in the exploratory phase of it, and that's a cool place to be, because you can just be like, do I want to do it or do I not want to do it? Like, where am I? So it's like, oh, and I'm going to say no because I don't want to, or yes because I do want to, or oops, I said yes when I really meant to say no. And just be lighthearted with yourself, be kind and gentle as you're learning what your truth is.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, you are so welcome. Thank you, Crystal, for coming on today. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks. I sure will. You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And thank you, Crystal. That was awesome. My name is Rebecca Urick. This is the High Frequency Channel. I am still offering free financial education. I'm a financial coach as well. And I also offer free breakthrough calls for people. So if you're interested, please let me know. Message me, like my Facebook page, the High Frequency Channel. And I'm going live right after the show doing more readings. So I'll see you there. Have a beautiful night. Namaste.